ticket information, go to WAMU.org under Events.
Coming up, Bryan Stevenson talks about advocating for children in the criminal justice system, including children who are placed in adult prisons and are subjected to rape and other physical abuse. Stevenson won a case in the Supreme Court that made it illegal to sentence children to life imprisonment without parole if they are 17 or younger and have not committed murder.
Comes from JK Moving Services. For more than 30 years, JK has been helping families move across town, across the country, and all the way around the world. jkmoving.com/worry-free. Support for NPR comes from NPR member stations and from ITVS with the independent lens film Twin Sisters, about twins adopted separately who share an unshakable bond, tonight at 10 Eastern on PBS. From Inada, maker of the Dreamwave massage chair with body scanning technology and shiatsu point detection. Learn more at dreamwavechair.com. And from Angie's List, offering consumer reviews for more than 19 years and providing online shopping and scheduling for local services. Angie'sList.com.
This is Fresh Air. I'm Terry Gross. That was lawyer Bryan Stevenson, founder of the Equal Justice Initiative, which is based in Alabama and challenges racial and economic inequities in our criminal justice system. His clients are people on death row, abused and neglected children who were prosecuted as adults and placed in adult prisons, and the mentally disabled. He's written a new memoir called Just Mercy. When you represented somebody on death row and tried to get them off death row and failed, do you witness their execution?
I have, yeah. There have been a couple of times when I've done that, and it's a surreal experience. I got involved in cases early on when a case was very close to execution, and there was really no opportunity, no meaningful opportunity to stop the execution, but it felt like it was important to fight for that condemned person anyway. Our system has really shifted over the last 20 years. I think in the 70s when the Supreme Court upheld the death penalty, they said death is different. We want heightened scrutiny, heightened review. Over the last 25 years, you've seen how that's flipped, how we are actually sometimes less willing to give close scrutiny to death penalty cases because we're in such a rush to execute people. I'm worried about the fact that we've elevated finality over fairness, and in these early cases, we had some evidence that suggested that these people had been unfairly sentenced, but every court said too late. And one of the first cases I ever dealt with where the man was executed was a surreal case where I got that call from the Supreme Court denying the last stay motion, drove down to be with this man before his scheduled execution, and was standing back there before he was going to be executed. And, they shaved the hair off the person's body before they put them in the electric chair, and we're standing there, very emotional conversation, holding hands, praying, talking. And I remember him saying, Brian, it's been such a strange day. And I woke up this morning, the guards came to me and said, what do you want for breakfast? And at midday, what do you want for lunch? In the evening, they came back and said, what do you want for dinner? And all day long, he said, they kept saying, well, what can we do to help you? Can we get you stamps to mail your last letters? Can we get you water? Can we get you the phone to call your friends and family? And I'll never forget that man saying, Brian, it's been so strange. More people have said, what can I do to help you in the last 4